Hello there. So, conspiracy theories, why do people believe them? Well, I think it's because, firstly, conspiracy theories can sometimes be more interesting than the truth, but also I think people get a feeling of power from believing that they are one of the select few people that know the truth about something. Well, there are some amazing conspiracy theories out there, some more worrying and dangerous than others, from the most mundane subjects down to conspiracies at the heart of our very existence. And in this video, I'm going to give you the top 10 conspiracy theories. If you believe any of these, oh dear. Anyway, let's get on with the list. In no particular order, at number 10, the moon landings didn't happen. The moon landings were an elaborate staged thing by NASA where they built a film stage and they pretended for some reason that they'd landed on the moon, probably to fool the Soviets into thinking that they'd done it first. The fact that science fiction of the time was absolutely appalling doesn't come into it. Conspiracy theorists have found a number of inconsistencies in the video, like the flag moving or incorrect shadows and things. Well, all of these inconsistencies that they found have all been debunked. It's all nonsense. Did you know that high-resolution telescopic images of the moon still to this day show the astronauts' footprints on the moon, which, according to conspiracy theorists, shouldn't be there? At number 9, smart meters give you cancer. You may have heard of smart meters. It's a device you have in your home that monitors your electricity usage and shows it to you so that you can work out which pieces of apparatus in your house are faulty or using a lot of power, helping you to save money and ultimately to save the environment. But there are a number of conspiracy theories that have arisen around smart meters. One of the most dangerous and misleading conspiracy theories about smart meters is that they give you cancer because they operate using electromagnetic waves, or basically like radio waves, at a frequency that I think overlaps with microwaves, and long-term exposure to these radio waves will give you cancer, which simply isn't true. The key thing is the energy of the waves, and for a smart meter, they are very low energy. Think of a AA battery. If you put your fingers across the terminals, you can't really feel those 1.5 volts, can you? That's because it is a low energy cell. Whereas if you put your fingers across an electricity pylon, you would burn your entire body and kill yourself. So yeah, it's all about the level of energy, and smart meters don't give you cancer. At number 7, Chem Trails. So have you ever seen an aeroplane flying over the sky and those trails coming out behind it? They're not actually exhaust vapours, they are a concoction of poisonous gases that are meant to poison us all. That is the Chem Trails conspiracy theory. Again, with all these conspiracy theories, you're relying on everybody involved in the chain to keep that secret forever. What is the benefit of poisoning the general public? Logic doesn't tend to kind of come into it. At number 6, Paul McCartney is dead. Have you noticed on the Abbey Road album that Paul McCartney is walking across Abbey Road barefoot? Well, that is a sign that Paul McCartney is dead. And there are various Beatles songs where if you play them in reverse, you can kinda sorta not actually hear somebody singing, Paul is dead. People have found in various Beatles songs, Beatles literature, that supposedly reveal that Paul McCartney was replaced by a double who happened to look and sound exactly the same as Paul McCartney. Do you think Paul McCartney is dead? I'll give you a clue. He's not. At number 5, the Illuminati. This guy, David Icke, actually got banned from YouTube for all the conspiracy theories that he spouted on his YouTube channel, and one of his favourite ones is about the Illuminati. So the Illuminati are a group of people that actually carefully orchestrate the entire world for their own ends. Yeah, you know, they can't even build a road in my local city without cocking it up. I mean, credit to the Illuminati if they really have got such a hold on the entire world that they can orchestrate everything. I would find that quite tiring, to be honest. I find watching television quite tiring. At number 4, aliens exist. Now, this is a little bit related to the Illuminati thing. Basically, the Illuminati are a race of lizard people wearing suits, and it's not very likely, is it? And Area 51 in America is supposedly a base where they have a load of alien life. Now, it's not actually really publicly known what Area 51 is actually used for, but in all likelihood, experimental technologies, experimental guns and aircraft and things are tested at that facility, because they're obviously things that they wouldn't want the general public or other countries to find out about. I mean, just use your brain for a minute. Think of all the scientists on the planet with telescopes, radio technology. The only people who have ever spotted aliens tend to be sort of crackpots, don't they? And often they are revealed later on to have made it up, or they reveal themselves that they've made it up, or they manage to film aliens on rather dubious video recording equipment. That somebody would have had conclusive proof by now. I mean, think about just the number of aliens as well. One of them would have thought, right, I'm going to go rogue here, I'm going to reveal myself. But also, from a statistical point of view, given the size of the universe, aliens probably do exist. At number 3, Elvis isn't dead. So Elvis was known as the king of rock and roll. He was one of the first proper music celebrities. So when he died, people were understandably disappointed and didn't really want him to be dead. So a conspiracy theory arose that actually he isn't dead. He faked his own death so that he could live anonymously. Latterly became quite a rotund or fat gentleman. He had a penchant for butter-fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Now, I tried that, and they're quite heavy going, and it's often said that Elvis died on the toilet. And after having eaten that fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, I can confirm that that is highly likely. But this is probably one of the most innocuous conspiracy theories, isn't it? Let people think that Elvis is still alive. Will they still be saying that in 100 years' time? Possibly. At number 2, Flat Earth. Oh, Flat Earth, that's brilliant, isn't it? Loads of videos on YouTube with people trying to debunk the vast array of conclusive proof that the Earth is spherical and positing their own tenuous and inaccurate facts to counteract the truth. So the Earth is spherical. We have a horizon and you can't see beyond it because the Earth is curved. People have been in space and seen that the Earth is curved. You can fly around the globe, and obviously if the Earth was a flat thing, you couldn't fly off one end and come back on the other end. And furthermore, I mean, it just makes less sense that the Earth is a flat thing, doesn't it? Because if you got to the end of it, you'd fall off. And as yet, nobody has fallen off the Earth. And there are various things you can do with shadows to prove that the Earth is spherical. Also, if you go up a tall building, you can see further. Why is that? Just watch some of the videos of people who claim that the Earth is flat. And And at number 1, Bill Gates created COVID. So this is possibly the most topical of these conspiracy theories, one of the most ridiculous as well. Bill Gates decided, because he's a rich bloke, that maybe he could invent and introduce a global pandemic to kill off so many people that he could help save the planet. And this is a man who's donated and pledged to donate in future huge sums of wealth to improve inequality and to help with environmental issues on the planet. He's also decided to kill millions of people to reduce the population slightly. And most of the claims by conspiracy theorists about the whole Bill Gates conspiracy theory relate to misinterpretations of things that Bill said in the past about world population or research that his foundation does. And all of these things have been proven elsewhere to be absolutely false. I was going to say absolutely true. But no, not an ounce of truth, just another farcical conspiracy theory in a long list of absolute tripe. I'm sure Bill Gates has got an extremely comfortable life, and I'm sure it's worth risking all that to stand before a court and be convicted of mass genocide. I'm not going to tell you what you should believe, but you shouldn't believe any of these conspiracy theories, because they're all nonsense. Have you got any conspiracy theories that you think I have missed? Maybe I'll make a follow-up video. Thank you to all my loyal Patreons who are scrolling down the screen now. Thank you especially to Magnanimous Meg and George Foot, who give me extremely generous donations. Do give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, and I shall see you next time for another video.